Hello and welcome, Pisces. It's Adam with Arcana Mundi, your psychic witch, to do your weekly love tarot reading. I apologize that this one will be a little delayed. I had something urgent come up today. So I am about to do your reading. We are going to make a quick announcement though. So, first things first, I did the Taurus and the Leo bonus readings for last week. Remember that by smashing the like button, you help your sign become possibly eligible for the bonus reading. The sign with the most likes for their weekly reading gets the bonus reading for the week, and they will be coming in the beginning of the week or sometime throughout the week, depending on when time permits, once I get all the other readings ready. So, now, Scorpio, if you would like a copy of this tarot deck, because a lot of people were asking me where they can get theirs, how they can get one. This is a traditional pip style deck, and I have the links in the description box below. It has very new imagery, very beautiful imagery. The major arcana are very different within this deck. You can use this deck as a beginner, however, I do not entirely recommend it because transferring from this deck to another deck, you may not fully understand the meanings, right? So I do have a video that I will be launching at least this week regarding where to begin as a new tarot reader. What books could help, what decks might be more beneficial to begin seeing the traditional imagery and learn what you actually need to learn from the tarot cards in order to read clearly. So, I am going to have one of those launched for you guys soon, that video. We will be using the Antique Anatomy Tarot today as our primary tarot deck, and then we will also be using the Madame Endor's fortune telling cards. These will both be linked down in the description box below. I did purchase some decks recently that I was not very pleased with. They were actually replicas of decks, and apparently that's a thing now. There's all these companies reproducing decks that are cheaper without the traditional imagery, or the imagery is blurred, or the cards are smaller, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I received one of them, shuffled it a few times, and the cards were already starting to rip. And honestly, I don't want you guys to have to go through that headache. So just know that whatever links I have for decks in my description boxes will always be where I source my personal cards from trusted sellers. Okay, so you can feel pretty confident in ordering from those people, not having to worry so much about whether or not you're getting screwed. Okay, so this is the Hidden Truth Oracle. This one I will not have a link to. It is available on Etsy though, and it's primarily sold by her. So it's not like there's a million of them on there, but it is from the store All Things Intuitive on Etsy, and it's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. It's messages from your person's heart. Now, the Madame Endor's fortune cards, one thing I want to talk about with that, you can definitely use these if you are not an experienced reader, if you have no training, whatever, if you have not studied, it's totally fine, because a lot of oracle cards will actually have a message down at the bottom, and what's great about this is it allows everyday people who want to connect with spirit and have a little bit of guidance surrounding their day to be able to pull a few cards in the morning, 1 or 2, maybe 3, and get a little bit of insight regarding maybe some things that are surrounding them. Okay, some people do it weekly, some people do it daily. I'm a daily puller on these. And other oracle decks, I have so many decks, it's nice. Switch it up a lot. But so those are all linked down in the description box below. We're gonna go ahead and dive right in here. So, spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me what I need to see for Pisces and their person. Please show me what I need to see for Pisces and their person. This will give us just a little bit of spirit insight regarding your situation. Show me what I need to see for Pisces and their person. I have shuffled these quite a bit, but I just like to shuffle on here so you guys know. Alright, show me what I need to see for Pisces and their person. What is going on here? Honestly, Pisces, what is happening? The Wyvern, your secrets are safe. The Siren, a temptation may lead you astray. I feel like some of you right now are hiding the fact that you are drawn to someone else. I could be wrong, but let's see what's going on here. Or possibly you're tempted to, you know, step outside of the connection here. I feel like maybe you're wondering whether or not your current person will give to you fully here, Pisces, or is capable of giving you what you need. Maybe you're starting to realize that there's something else that you are missing from this relationship. Maybe it's something you're just missing in life. Like there's some kind of passion, there's something you're desiring out of life that like is a distraction from your connection right now. Let's see what's going on here. Spirit, ancestors, and guides in your life, and seek the truth. Please show me your most open, honest, loving messages for Pisces. What are they truly feeling toward this person? What is they truly feeling toward them? I'm going to look at your energy, their energy, the mutual energy, what may cross that, and we'll go a little further. And then we'll look at the Hidden Truth Oracle to get some messages from your person's heart to see how they're truly feeling about you. But Pisces, what I'm kind of seeing is this is a forewarning. They're saying this hasn't happened yet for many of you. For some of you it has. But for many of you it's like a consideration. It's something you're considering right now. It's something you're tempted by. Maybe someone proposed something or offered you, you know, like something. If you need a personal reading that's more specific to your specific scenario, I realize that this reading is probably not going to be everyone's story. But if you need a personal reading, please feel free to book one in the description box below. There's a Linktree link. They're done through Zoom. You'll get an email after you schedule, and it will have the link, the Zoom meeting link and passcode, and we will reconvene when it's time for your meeting. I usually send the email out within 24 hours of booking, so if you don't get it right away, don't panic. I will get it to you. I don't just take people's money, not my thing, unless it's freely given through the donations or tips, which you're welcome to make through the donation or tip link that is in the description box as well. If you'd like to tip me for these readings, I greatly appreciate your support. But if you schedule a reading with me, you schedule a reading with me, and we carry that out. I don't play that game. I don't know why people do that shit. Why are you so stressed, Pisces? What is stressing you out right now? You know there needs to be communication to restore the balance within this connection, but you're also kind of like, is this what I want? You have hope for it. You hope that the balance can be restored, but there's so much anxiety here. Maybe your person is who these are for, but usually it's for you. Maybe you're tempted to throw in the towel. Maybe you are tempted to throw in the towel. I feel like you're overridden with anxiety right now. I feel like, you know, you're starting to understand that things aren't all, you know, sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies. Even though you have all this hope, it's like you want to be able to express yourself through open, honest, loving communication, and have this person do the same in return out of mutual love and respect, so that you guys can restore this connection and bring it back into balance. Because you do see them as marriage potential. You have hope for a future with this person, commitment. But it's like all these thoughts are running through your head, and they're really just starting to overwhelm you, and you're coming to understandings, and I don't know that the understandings that you're coming to are necessarily truth. I feel like you might be getting like a sense of conclusions. We had some other cards fall out. I'm only going to read the next one, which was the Five of Swords. It's like, though this connection has been in disconnect for a minute, you know, things have been rough. Even if you are still with this person, it's just been rough. And you can't stop looking back at the connection here, right? For some of you, you disconnected this relationship, but you still have hope, and it might be about the temptation of going back to this person. Show me what this person feels for Pisces. They feel rejected. For some of you, I feel like you stepped out of this connection and are feeling tempted to go back to them. Or this is a past connection you're feeling a temptation to go back to even though you're in a connection. What am I seeing right now? Why can't anyone have an easy reading this week? Like, for real. All of these readings, I was like, I'm going to do 15-minute readings. Fuck that. They're like 30 minutes a piece now. Y'all are cracking me up. Anyway. Well, not cracking me up. I feel for you. But this is like... They feel rejected. They feel like there's a spiritual union, a strong connection. They are mirroring your energy of understanding that this could be marriage. Okay, some of you may be married to this person and dealing with a temptation that's causing you a lot of anxiety, and it's like all you can think about. Oh, this person is determined to be victorious with you. The Five of Coins, but they are sensing a feeling of being left out in the cold. I don't know if you're in connection with this person or if you are separated. This is really difficult right now for me to get a handle on. I don't know if for some of you there is some serious stress on your energy. I'm feeling like massive anxiety and it's like blocking me. So what I'm looking at on their end, they're really kind of in this energy of, you know, they can feel you pulling away. Okay? But they, down to their core, understand that this is some kind of higher soul connection between you and them, okay? Pisces. And I feel like you do too. That's why you have this instinct to want to balance the scales. I do feel like you guys are kind of either in a relationship or possibly in a temporary disconnect. Some of you may have been disconnected for a while. Okay? I'm not reading for like new love right now, which I rarely do on this channel anyway, because I'm all about healing relationships when we can, right? So they are determined just as much as you are hopeful here. It's like they want to be victorious with you. They want triumph in this situation. But it's like they're feeling you pull away. And you're looking back at them like they're in the past. It's weird. Or maybe you're looking at this other person in the past. Show me the mutual energy here. I'm tired of looking at this shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. We're gonna look at the mutual, get some clarity on this bullshit. There's emotional fulfillment here. You guys both feel the purity of the love within this connection. So what the fuck is happening? Pisces, for some of you, I'm actually feeling like some of you may have stepped out of this connection. I feel like some of you may have stepped out of this connection and you are afraid, looking back at the past with anxiety, that they might find out, that this person might find out, and they can feel you pulling away. They can feel your energy shifting. That's what I'm looking at. Show me the foundation here. This might not be your story. This is a very specific story. Pisces, you're hopeful that you can communicate through this, but you are terrified to explain yourself. I feel like for some of you, you've already been led astray. Some of you already partook in that temptation in some way, shape, or form. Something that you're hiding from them. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating. It could be overspending. Something that's making you nervous within this connection here. It's making you nervous about whether or not they're going to be able to forgive you, whether or not you guys are going to be able to bring balance and equality back into this relationship, because it does mean something to you, and you're hopeful about it, but it's stressing you the fuck out. And I feel like the core of this, what I'm feeling is like this person wants recognition for everything they bring into the table, and they're feeling like you don't appreciate them right now. They're feeling like you're pulling back your energy. And the thing is you're kind of feeling like whole reason you did this was because you weren't getting the recognition that you needed in this connection. It was like, yeah, it was a spiritual connection, but they weren't very tentative to you. I don't see a lot of wands. I don't see a lot of passion. I feel like you were wanting that spark, Pisces. I feel like this person was more stable and practical and like wanting a little bit of victory, but they weren't really like focused on the passionate aspects. Like, and you both want that passion back in this connection. You want recognition in a passionate way. You want the spice back, and you want the emotionality. You both feel this. You both feel it's there, but it's like you haven't been able to access it with each other, for some of you, for a while now. Show me what crosses this mutual energy. Reckless actions. The Knight of Swords. Hasty decisions, rushing in, urgency, not thinking things through sometimes, harsh communication. You guys are really going through it, aren't you? Wow, why can no one have a good reading this week? It's still going to be good. We're going to look at what we need to, but Lord, why is everyone going through it? Because it's about to be a fucking full moon, that's why. Forgot about that. Anyway, so we have the Queen of Cups here. You both are in this very sad energy. They're sad that you're pulling back. You're sad because you're stressed the fuck out about how you're going to communicate to them whatever the fuck happened, right? And over here, it's like, you know, you both are trying to make these logical decisions about how to handle this, keeping, you know, it's like you're not like you have the love here, but it's like neither of you are paying attention to the actual emotionality that brings this connection together, right? It's like someone made a poor decision. Someone made a head over heart decision. They weren't really thinking about how the other person would feel, blah, 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 blah. Basically, in a nutshell. Not going to go over all that. But the reality is, neither party here is expressing love or passion to each other. It's like you guys are both in this energy that's very like, I hate to say this, but this relationship is very, yes, there's a spiritual connection. Yes, you feel a magnetic draw. Yes, you want to balance the scales and restore peace within this connection, but it's almost like a business. Like, I hate to say this, but I feel like this has become stagnant. Like this relationship, there's like this almost businessy aspect to it, where this person feels rejected, and there's so much focus on practicality and stability and, you know, communication and stress and anxiety, and it's like you guys are forgetting about what's underlying that keeps this connection together. It's the love and the passion that brought you together in the first place. And it's putting you in this very sad energy, which may have been what led you to do this, or them to do this, whatever it may be, that betrayed the connection. Because I do feel there was some kind of betrayal of connection, whether it just be an omission, a white lie, something, you know, or like actually stepping out of the relationship, or desiring to, or whatever it may be. But what I'm looking at, Pisces, it's like we gotta find the love. It's central. You guys know it's there. You know that the passion's there. You want the recognition of the love and passion. That's what you both want from each other, but you're both staying on your own sides in this energy of like, I'm more focused on my stress and all this. Like, I feel like you're an excessive worrier over here, Pisces. And it's like you're always looking back at like everything that's gone wrong, and this person's over here and they're like, I just feel like you don't even care about me, and I'm just over here out in the cold. But I want to be with you, and I'm determined to make this work, because I've got this Taurus energy over here that's super, you know, loyal, stable, loving. You know, this is honestly, I feel this spiritual connection to you. And you're both just trying to figure out whether the other person actually has love, because no one's expressing love. And we've got this Two of Wands. It's like you're in this stagnation at this crossroads, trying to figure out, both of you, what really matters to you. What action do you want to take? But the thing about the Two of Wands is, in the traditional tarot deck, it's actually a man overlooking, seeing things from all different perspectives, right? And then he's got one wand in his hand, which is what he thinks he's going to take action about, and the other one's like fixed on the wall right next to him, and he has those two choices. But what he doesn't realize is that he already possesses the world within the palm of his hand. And the world symbolizes value and worth. And, you know, it's like what you already have could honestly be what you cherish and may already be your decision. You know, like you might already know. But it's like this idea that you have to take some action or decision to get out of something because it's stagnant energy, and you're trying to see all these different paths and possibilities for your future from higher perspectives. But honestly, you already possess what you need sometimes. And it's about accepting that in peace and love. Let's dive deeper here. The Knight of Coins. You both want to offer something stable, but the problem is that you're like dragging your feet, okay? You want to restore the stability of this connection. But the problem is no one is taking a firm decision. And I feel like it's because over here, Pisces, you're trying to figure out how. You're trying to manage your stress and how you would even come forward to stabilize this connection. And this person over here is like, how can I stabilize this? You're the one who's like all stressed out over here, and I just feel like you don't want to be with me. High Priestess. There's a lot of mystery surrounding how you guys can come together, and I understand why. It's like Cloud of Judgment. You're not really sure. You can't see clearly. Again, with Cloud of Judgment, we have the Seven of Cups. It's like you know the option that you want, but it's like, how do we bring this back together? You know you want this person. They know they want you. But the problem is it's like, how can I reach that option? And it's clouded judgment that made it seem so far away, right? And this person is your option and you're their option. But it's like all this clouded judgment and, you know, fog of not knowing what the hell, and the mystery and illusion that's surrounding this connection that's making it so hard for you to actually access what it is you truly want, which is this Four of Wands. You want to return to the stable foundation of this relationship. You want to celebrate it in unity and remember that it is leading toward marriage, or possibly it is important for you to be married if you're in a married situation. But right now, you know, it's like, ultimately this is your goal. You want to be able to bring back the stability of this relationship and celebrate it together. But no one can communicate. You guys are watching each other. You're trying to figure out each other's moves. They're feeling left out in the cold because you're not communicating to them, because you're too busy trying to organize your fucking thoughts, because you're staying awake at night stressed out about, you know, what it is that you feel could have broken this connection, and you're looking back on it with regret. And they have no clue. I feel like for many of them, they have no clue. They can just feel you detaching and rejecting them, and they can feel you leaving them out in the cold a little bit, because they have no idea what's going on, I feel, for many of you. For some of you, they have an idea, or that you told them, but I feel for most of you, this person has no clue, do they? The King of Wands. I feel like you both are desiring for the other person to take action in a way of standing in firm loyalty and dependability. A strong emphasis on dependability, but also, you know, standing in power of passion. I feel like for some of you, this connection has not had a very successful sexual relationship in the recent past, and things have maybe gotten stagnant. What I am looking at here with this King of Wands is, it's like you're wanting the other person to stand up into that energy of being dependable and loyal and someone that you can have faith in, because they put their actions behind their words, right? Actions speak louder than words, and that's what you're both desiring right now, is action that is more powerful than words. because you do feel like this connection is fate. You could be dealing with Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with Taurus. We do have a Taurus card over here. You could be dealing with Libra. There are so many cards in the mix, I'm not even worried about that, okay? You could really have anything. I read with a lot of cards, so we're not even going to pretend that's relevant. But for some of you, that might just be extra validation. But honestly, don't put too much stock in that. We all can embody so many signs at any given point in our life, and we all have so many signs within us already. It really doesn't matter. The ones who say that that is definitive are so full of shit. It's not even funny. The Eight of Swords. You guys feel trapped because of your thoughts surrounding this energy. It's like you have so much fear about the other person's reactions, or I feel like this person is afraid of knowing the truth a little bit. I feel like they can feel you pulling back and they're not sure, and they're afraid to come forward to communicate with you, and I feel like you're afraid of them finding something out before you're ready to express it to them, and you don't know how to express it to them. But you're both allowing yourselves to stay trapped in this energy rather than communicate, right? Because you're watching each other, you're trying to figure out how to communicate, but you just simply cannot wrap your head around it right now. The Page of Coins. Again, you want to offer stability to this connection, but the problem is, how? Both of you, how? They don't know how to get you to stop pulling your energy back from them. You don't know how to, express what may or may not have happened, or what you're truly feeling toward them, even if you haven't done this, but maybe you're feeling like maybe, I might feel like, I might make a mistake because I'm not getting what I need from you if they're not stepping up in the passion realm, vice versa, like, you guys both want this, but you're like, how the hell can this possibly work? The Ten of Pentacles. You both see this potential. You see that it could be the Ten of Pentacles, the loyal, stable, loving connection that we all desire. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and balance. Everything we need for a successful relationship and the full completion in the stage of 10, right? Stable, loving, loyal commitment in a relationship. The house, the home, the family, the kids, everything. Love, lust, all of that rolled into one. Success, abundance. But you know that it's going to require a dramatic shift of change. But the thing is you're fearing what that dramatic shift of change could also do, right? You're afraid that it could crumble everything down. But sometimes the thing about the tower is, when the tower crumbles, one thing we can do is learn from the mistakes and rebuild something more stable, correct? It's about dramatic change. I feel like there has to be some kind of dramatic shift if you plan to move forward together, okay? There has to be an expression, some serious communication coming in. If this isn't, and for some of you, I hate to say this, but, when this person finds out, if it is something you're hiding from them, I think it's going to really break them quite a bit with this tower energy. The Page of Wands, wanting to take action but not knowing how. This could also speak to the fact of the intimacy on the physical realm that we've been talking about. Wanting to partake in a physical relationship with you but possibly not knowing how. I'm feeling a sense that someone may also have some kind of traumatic experience that associates negatively with sexual intimacy from their past. That is not everyone's story, but for someone, that's a message out there. And that is accelerating this issue more than it needs to be, okay? I know that those things can be hard to get over. I do feel like you both want to come back into balance, though. You want to give and take fairly and equally. I feel like, honestly, beyond this tower moment, for those of you that will be able to rebuild something with this person stronger because of the truth and the communication that you could be able to extend within each other, and loving, honest communication, and showing the other person their worth and vice versa, it could help to restore balance and allow you guys to maybe start to explore that realm a little bit more with each other if you have not before. And maybe it might just be something about, you know, trying to get on the same page with your desires in that realm, to give and take fairly. Like one person, for some of you, I'm getting like one person is into something and the other is into the other, but they're not sure. But I do feel like you are going to come into this with a little bit of a guard up. I do feel like you guys are both in that energy right now, but the thing about the Nine of Wands is it's a false card. It's fake as shit, okay? Don't come at me with that, oh no, I really am not put my walls up. Bullshit. The Nine of Wands shows a wall that there are little peek holes through that things can come through, right? So you might have your walls up, but you're still posting shit on Facebook because they're still your friend, or Snapchat, or whatever the fuck platforms you're on. You're still talking to friends that they talk to so that they know your business. You still want them to know all about you and stay in your purview, so don't give me that shit. You still are allowing access, and you know if this person came right up to your wall and vice versa, if these people came right up to each other's walls, one person would be like, oh hey, yeah, no, let me let you onto this side, it's fine, you can come over here. And then here's what would happen. They'd be like, oh hey, help me rebuild this part of that wall that I took down to let you over, and let's protect this and build it up more. Let's protect what we're building together. That's the reality of this card. You're still trying to gain access. It's just in a very, hate to say it, but kind of vapid way. You know, it happens. We have all been there. We've all done it. Where, you know, you go on Facebook and you're like, I'm going to post this because they're going to get the message from it. You don't say that in your mind, but like, you're like, yeah. And then you post it, and then you're like, did that really do anything? Now they're just questioning whether that was toward them or not. And they have no fucking clue. But I feel like I said what I was supposed to say, but I didn't really, did I? It's that kind of energy. And why you guys are doing that is because you do feel this magnetic connection. You do feel like two halves of the same heart. You feel like the right and left ventricle, without one, the other can't truly operate to the fullest capacity, right? One will be overworked without the other. It's a team that works together. It is two magnetically pulled together people because they feel they were created to be two parts of the same, right? They feel they were created for each other. But right now, you guys are so focused on what has happened in the past, the pain of everything, and how much it's hurt you and how much you've hurt this person. But you need to take that moment and really look at the love that's still there between you, because that's going to be your saving grace. You can refill the other cups they've just spilled, okay? You can refill the other cups they've just spilled. You just have to turn them up and refill them with love again. Once you embrace the love that's still there, because once you do that, I do feel you will be able to bring balance back into this connection, but it will require both of you seeing each other for all that you are. All the truths, all the harsh truths, all the realities, the mistakes, everything has to be laid out on the table in full and complete nakedness and honesty and truth. And then together you can sift through that by communicating in loving, respectful ways, with the ultimate focus of trying to restore the love between you two, so that you can restore the balance between this connection and come back together in an equal, loving embrace in which you see each other for all that you truly are. At the bottom of the deck, I have Judgment, which is symbolic of resurrection to this connection. I do feel it's possible. Will it be the easiest road? Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna be really honest. Absolutely not. But it's there if you want it. You just have to work for it. Spirit, angels, and guides, and relate me to seek the truth. We're going to go ahead and jump into your hidden truth oracle messages. I am going to do these rather quickly because I do realize we went way over timing wise so far. So I'm going to read through these pretty quickly, but they're pretty blunt. These are messages that are something your person may have said, may say in the future, may never say. It may be things that are on their mind, on their heart. It may be something, but they are stemming from their heart. And it may be something subconscious that they're not even acknowledging or aware of right now. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, in your light, may I seek the truth. Please show me what I need to see for Pisces and their person. I want to feel that way again. They're referring to this feeling left out in the cold. It's really hurting them to be detached from your energy like this, Pisces. Where'd that go? Okay. You and I were too young. They feel like you guys weren't really ready for what you were trying to establish here, right? Not necessarily young, old, it doesn't really fucking matter, but they're saying that when you guys came together, maybe there were some things that still needed to be learned before you could come into this connection the way you truly want to, right? Because you do both feel that this could be leading toward marriage. Again, reiterating what I just said, the timing just wasn't right for us. I feel like there's an emphasis on understanding, like, maybe you guys still had some things to learn before you were ready for this type of commitment with this person and this type of relationship, right? I want to tell you how I feel. Again, there's such a harsh drop on the communication. I'm not really sure if this person will be able to yet. Because they feel like they're left out in the cold, but they're so afraid of expressing that. And for you also, I feel like it's maybe they need some more communication from you first. Keep in mind, these roles can be reversed. It is a general reading. You don't have to be this person, you don't have to be that person. I love you unconditionally. They do. They're willing to fight for this. They see victory in this. You know, they feel it's a really strong spiritual union with the Hierophant card. But they feel like you hold the power too, and that's why they feel like they're left out in the cold and being rejected. They feel like you're kind of more dominant. Hope that you can forgive me one day. They're saying this is about, okay, two things. It's either if this person was the one who stepped out and had lied about something, they're saying it to you. But I also feel like if you're coming forward, they're willing to forgive you, but it would take time to heal it. But I'm also getting, okay, so 3 pathways of this one. Hope you can forgive me one day. For some of you, I feel like they're actually apologizing for the lack of physical intimacy, is what they're hoping you can forgive. I feel like if you did something, they're kind of feeling like it's their fault. That's why they're still kind of stable in this energy. What the hell, Pisces? I am becoming a better person. I feel like this has forced them to grow a little bit as well. They're seeking new spiritual knowledge, understanding things from higher levels, and I feel like it's coming from this being left out in the cold energy. You've kind of pushed them into this new vibe. I hid who I really am from you. Maybe they weren't as sexual as they portrayed in the beginning of the relationship, or maybe they weren't as intimate or open, and they were more practical and business-minded, and you thought they were more passionate and communicative, and they really just weren't. And that's what maybe might have pushed you away a little bit here, to pull back your energy. I can't stop thinking about you. At the bottom of the deck, I will wait for a sign from you. Oh, Pisces. I feel like you guys have very highs and lows with these people that you've been in connections with lately. I'm going to send you tons of positive energy toward whatever you choose to do in this situation, but also to healing your own mind, to gathering your own thoughts and trying to make sense of everything, that you may be able to do that, you know, easily, and it won't be so difficult. Also, if you want it, I will send you tons of healing energy toward this connection, because I think all was meant well. Things just got a little disarrayed, right? Things just got a little difficult, and relationships do that at times. It doesn't mean that they're the worst. It just means that sometimes shit happens and shit gets hard, and you know, it's about whether we make it through together or we don't. Anyways, Pisces, this is what I have for you. If you would like a personal reading regarding your situation, please feel free to schedule one in the description box below, as I explained before. Also, if you wouldn't mind, if you would smash the like button and let me know if you want the bonus reading for the week, that would be great. Please let me know if this is resonating for anyone. I feel like this was a super freaking specific message, and it like even threw me for a loop for a minute. But please let me know if this is resonating in the description box below. I greatly appreciate your input, or feedback on that rather. Just let me know, yes, no, it resonates, doesn't, that'd be awesome. But also, if you would like to get one of these decks, the links are in the description box, and if you would like to make a donation to the channel, you can do so down there below as well. I love you guys, sending you the best toward your best positive outcome that you choose with your free will. I love you guys. Have a great week.